Hello YouTube and good morning Idaho. I hope everyone had a great weekend. I know I did. So today I've decided to bring you guys some support Lux. And the reason for it is I actually queued up as mid and fill because I was trying to get a mid episode in for you guys. But it just queued me up with support. So I took Lux because I know that our team was lacking some magic damage. I know Ezreal does a little bit with his ult, but that was really all that we got. So I figured that a little bit more magic damage wouldn't hurt. On top of that, I'm also noticing that their team doesn't have a whole lot of magic damage either. By that I mean practically none. It looks like they have a top vein, which is interesting, but here it works. So like with all professionals, guys, like with all champs I play, I am no professional. So you're watching for a low elo style play. If you're watching at all. But I still like to give a little tips and tricks, or at least, you know, explain why I think, what I'm thinking and why I do the things that I do. So the first thing I'm going to say is that I'd like to start E over Q, because I know Q does offer that CC, the crowd control there, but the E just is poke that's undeniably helpful. And the reason I haven't taken anything yet is because I'm afraid of an invade, and if they come in, it can help just to be able to CC them to get away. So, you generally want to refrain from taking an ability until you absolutely have to. Alright, that was interesting. So, Ezreal stole the Grump, I guess, which was... Alright, so I guess we're just going to help him leash this blue then. I don't really have much to say about that one, I guess. Alright. Well, at least that means that they should have pushed the lane a little bit into our favor, so it gives us an advantage. They got a Braum down here, he's probably just sitting in this bush. Let's throw an E down, get some poke. Try to get an auto attack on her, but I don't think it's worth it to try to step up and take all that minion aggro. So we're going to be pushed up for the majority of the start of this, so I don't mind wasting my ward in that bush, because I don't think we'll make it up to the river bush anytime soon. Alright, that was a really bad E on me. It was just a little too short. But it served the purpose of getting them away anyway, so... Get them both. Throw an auto attack down, just get that extra damage. We'll take our Q second. Now one of the things that you can do is just throw your E and your Q at the same time. I know it sounds real simple, but and sometimes you don't want to do it just in case you miss. But it allows you to just, you know, get them so that they hit in the same spot. So we'll use that for some zoning. Alright. Ate the Braum's Q. So now that they don't have any minions, I want to get my Q off. Get their heal, and we'll get out. Alright. It was a little unfortunate that I stepped into traps, but I mean everything else went pretty according to plan, so we'll take it. And get that W just for that shield. Ooh, she's standing behind one minion, so let's throw that out. Wait for his shield to go down before you auto attack, so you get the full damage. And we'll just auto attack him down. So now's when I'm getting a little afraid of a gank. So we'll come up here. We saw him warding up. Ward that. Come back down and get right back to it. I want to see if I can try to get a pretty early kill for you guys, but at the same time I don't want to get too aggro because I have a history of doing that and it doesn't always end up well. I want to wait for that shield to go down, get that auto attack damage. Oh, I'm tanking a bit of minions, that's never good. Let's pop our health pot. I should have stayed in an auto attacked. That's my bad. I would have gotten my Thunderlord's proc off and everything. One thing I'm also admittedly pretty bad at is using my W. But I'm sure you guys will see that soon enough, as soon as we get into actual fighting. I don't want to be just spamming abilities, because obviously that'll just take up a bunch of my mana. So in points like this where there's not much to gain from poking them, I don't know if I want to poke them. We'll just stand forward and try to zone them off the CS. Yep, so we got our Thunderlords proc off. Poked them out, so I don't think that they can actually stay in the lane. Which means I should actually probably walk up and just try to see if I can stop their backs. No. Alright. We'll take that then. Forcing them out of lane's always good. 32 CS. It'll be interesting to see what she's able to come back with. I don't think she'll have enough for a BF sword or any high damage abilities like that. Although I doubt she'd be going for the Infinity Edge first. She'd probably go. That's kind of a me move, just because I like the single auto attack damage. But she'll probably try to rush the Runin's Hurricane or another attack speed item, which means she'll probably come back with the Zeal. But we'll see. I could be completely wrong. Alright, let's just give you. Yeah, she went for the pickups, so she's going for that extra damage. So, with the wave pushed up as far as it is, and with my 80 carry going back, it is not much reason for me to stay. So I might as well just back and, you know, get some items on myself. Let's grab a health pot. Start walking and grab the pink ward. Alright. So, just so everyone knows what I'm trying to build here is I'm just going to finish off my Frost Queen's claim, and then I'm probably going to go rush an Athene's, which is, since the recent changes to it, has become an amazing support item, especially with someone that has a shield. Because if you didn't know, when you have Athene's, there's a passive that when you shield someone, it actually heals them. It's a charge-based system, but you guys will see. And so with my W, I can throw it on my 80 carry, and not only will it shield him, but it'll actually heal him, which is pretty fantastic. So right now we have Vision on the Braum doing whatever it is he's doing. So I'm going to try to walk up in here, clear this pink. I did see Braum there. Dodged the W. Throw Q. Get their heal again. Alright, well done. I don't want him to hit me with a one of his Qs, but alright, sweet. We caught her way out of position there. I managed to hit the snare, which is good, because, you know, sometimes I miss. Everyone does. Alright, I don't think we're gonna get him. Ooh, don't take tower shots. Especially when we don't know when the jungler is and we don't have wards up. So I cleared their pink before placing my ward, just so that they don't have vision of me actually placing the ward. It's just a small thing, but I like to think it helps. Now what we should be doing is we really want to push this, just because the amount of CS is there, and she's dead. So plus if we get under the tower, we might be able to get a kill on this Braum. Oh, Olaf's here. He popped his ult really early. That was really close to a kill. I really wish I had gotten that. Oh well. He must have lived on all of 10 health. So with their jungler here, I don't want to get too aggressive. Not sure what he's talking about.
I love it when a plan comes together.
No. Usually I don't want to spend my time typing, but just let him know that there's no problem there, because I don't want him tilting or anything. Like I said, you just want to stand up and try to keep the AD carry off of the CS when you can. Like right now, Brahm's not here, so we're gonna try to punish her for that. It looks like they did clear my pink though, which is unfortunate. Keep her off the CS. Oh, Brahm's back. Let's try to get him out of there. Oh, I don't have enough mana. Alright, we got her. Off camera, sorry for that. But we got the kill, so everything's awesome. He almost died. It's a little scary. But like I said, everything went alright, everything went according to plan, and we'll take it. Alright, let's finish off this Frost Queen's claim. I don't think we actually need any more potions. I'm not worried about bot lane pushing so hard because it's just Braum down there. So Ezreal run that way. I think I can come to mid, see if we can get give him some assistance, and you know, just play the game.
I'll look into it.
Looks like this Vayne's flaming a little bit. Alright, so it looks like their mid laner went back, so I don't think there's much that we can get done there. So we'll just come back to bot lane.
Stay positive.
Make sure we throw a ward in. I'm actually going to ward this bush over here, because that's just where I think he'd come from. Alright, let's not get too overzealous here. Hey, we got them both. That was actually my bad, because I did not see the Zed coming down to help us. We'll let him get that. So we could have actually gone a lot more aggressive than I was actually going. So, you know, it's important to see where you make mistakes and try to better them, right? I feel bad though. This enemy bot lane must be having a pretty rough time. So we got the jungler coming up to cover mid. We're pushing here, so we'll probably push that and then rotate up for dragon. Let me just ping that that's where we're going. See if we can't get our jungler to come down. It doesn't look like he's... Oh, he's rotating now, okay. So we got the ward on. So what we should do is pull it out, but it doesn't look like my team's willing to cooperate all that much with that. Just get that damage off. I don't like this fight. So we'll just make sure everyone else gets out. And the reason I don't like it is just because Zed's already so chunked out. And they're just a little bit tankier than we are. Oh, I meant to throw my E down onto her to get that kill, but it just didn't go off. I think I was slightly out of range for it, so I stepped up too far and I paid the price for it. But Zed and Graves managed to get out, so not a total loss. So Zed managed to get out, so not a total loss. Let's see if Ezreal can actually clean up here. Braum shielded a really weird way. Looks like he'll be able to get a couple kills. Sweet! I didn't get any assists, but, you know, overall good for the team. So let's... Athenes. Yep. Grab that. Actually, you know what? I'm not feeling Athenes because they actually have no magic damage on their team aside from, I think, Jinx traps and yeah. So instead, how about we'll go the Morellonomicons just to get that the mana recovery that we need. Plus, I don't think that we have to worry too much about healing because I know that my W is my weak point, so I don't know if I want to put too much emphasis on that. But at the same time, you know, this game's going pretty well. So I think if anyone on our team's going to die, they're going to die because they got bursted, and I'm not sure that I'd have the opportunity to heal them anyway. So I just think Morello's is probably the better option. Alright. Let's just make sure we throw down some wards. At some point, I might want to consider getting a Sightstone, but I think it's just important for this mid-game stage to just make sure everyone is continually snowballing. So I think it's more important right now to just get the damage than it is to get the vision. But since we are a mainly AD team comp, once they start building armor against us, I might want to switch to vision, because that's when I think it'll get just a little bit more important. Oh, I was way off with that. I just tried to lead her a little bit, and I just let her far too much. So we got Zed coming down, so I think we can finish this chase. Let's just give him vision of where she is. Oh, looks like he ran into an Olaf. So we want to push this CS. He can't be stopped or slowed because of his ult. I'm really close to death, so I think we should back out, and I think Zed's gonna make it anyway. Oh, I heard a TP though. That's a scary. Oh, there's that TP. Alright, I should have thrown out a W just to survive, but we definitely do not want to be giving Vayne a way back into this game, because, like everyone knows, Vayne is a late game hyper carry, so that's not too good. But fortunately for us, I mean, I think we're just snowballed so far now that I don't know if it'll actually matter. But we'll see. We got these two pushing up top lane, which is good. Mid is pushing in, but I don't think we're not going to be able to get the turret there or anything, so nothing too impactful happening there, but we'll keep an eye on top lane. It is interesting that Jinx went to clear the CS mid, as opposed to stopping the push top lane. I guess her thought process was, you know, better clear the CS away from an inhib turret than a second tier turret. But I think that the mid tier, or the mid turret would have been fine. So let's actually run up here and help them. It's always difficult trying to judge where you're actually going to meet them when you're running up. So if they keep chasing, we'll meet them in river. Just stand in this bush and see if they keep pushing up. Throw out the spooky ghosts because we're going to try to catch up to them. Throw that exhaust just to slow him down, throw out the ult. And get it. Alright. Nicely done, Nar. Clear out the CS and continue to push. With 3 of them down and 2 of us pushing, that means that at most we can have 2 people meeting us. And with Nar being as far ahead as he is, and with me just having enough damage to back him up, I'm definitely not afraid to just stand up here and push a little bit. They are starting to come up now, though, so that's just something to keep an eye on. If she steps up too forward, I'm just going to try to Q her. I am a little bit scared of the Olaf here because he is doing well, and he's an Olaf who is known for just being able to run in and just, you know, slaughter whoever he can get his hands on. So we want to give him some space. As far as anyone else goes, the only other person that I might be concerned about anytime soon is Vayne, if we give her any more kills, but I still think that we should be able to handle her as is. So let's go back, we'll finish our Morellos, and start working on whatever's next. So I'm not too worried about getting Zonias yet, but like I said, they are full AD, so we might want to get that pretty soon. It doesn't... Ooh, a Spirit Visage, so there is one magic resist item, but I don't think that's enough to make the Void Staff necessary, so let's just go for Ludens for a little extra damage. We'll wait on this.
I love it when a plan comes together.
Yeah, I think if we get our sorcerer's shoes, the magic penetration that comes from that should be enough to deal with that one spirit visage. So like I said, I'm not too worried. There is something going on bot lane, huh?
Going.
So we'll get down there and just help 5-man push. And if, I mean, all 5 of us are there pushing in one lane, I don't think that there's anything that the enemy team will be able to do to stop us. So it looks like Nar's just trying to go off and chase after kills. Let's just ping the turret to let him know that we should just focus down the objectives. Well, we have them down.
Right decision.
I really want to get this turret. So we got the turret at least. Alright, sweet. We got her, just threw the ult down for damage. Threw the Q down in case she didn't die, but it looked like someone else got the kill. So this is a really weird maneuver, it's a flanking Jinx. So I'm just going to throw my Q out, try to catch her. Oh, there's the surrender vote. Looks like I don't need to catch her. Alright, so everything went well that game. It's rare that you get a game where everything just seems to go, you know, perfectly for you, but we did pretty well. I'm not even sure what our end score was. Looks like we went 1-2-8. I'll take that any day of the week. Our Ezreal was super fed at 8-1-4. I'd like to take a little credit for that, I think. Take a look at the damage and see what we have here. So I outdamaged our jungler and our top laner as a support, which is pretty great. You know, even if you do go AP support with the Frost Queen's Claim, that's only 15 extra AP, so it's not a huge AP item, which actually delays your damage just a little bit. So, but we outdamaged the entire enemy team. Unfortunately, and I didn't notice this, but unfortunately they did have a DC in the form of the Yasuo, but I mean, he was in for a good chunk of it, and so I don't think that that's actually the main reason why they lost, especially with the 0-6 and the 1-5s going on. So it is what it is. Anyway, thank you guys for watching. If you like the video, please like it. If you could subscribe, I'd greatly appreciate it, especially if you like watching the videos. And other than that, just have a great day. I'll see you guys later. Bye.